vlog045. It's Thursday, August 31st, 2023. I believe it's around 9:40 p.m. No, or maybe it's like 9 p.m. I'm walking back from the Jefferson Park station. I just took the Blue Line and bus from a networking meetup. And I wanted to record this vlog, and I think again, like, just intro, these vlogs are an experiment in exploration of the present moment of time and awareness and consciousness, and documenting the moment and really looking at yourself. It's essentially freezing a moment in time of a moment of your essence, your image in the mirror for all of eternity, and instantly publishing it to all of 7 billion people on the planet. It may be frightening. It may be so frightening that you lose your ability to speak and think, and you're frozen by the sheer enormity of the realization that your every move is in fact final and eternal and forever recorded on this piece of bits, piece of data. So I don't really have much of an agenda. It's more of just going with the stream, going with the flow, the stream of consciousness. So basically today, so basically today, I'll just talk about my day, because that will bring up things to talk about, things to explore further. So basically, woke up around before 6 actually, still getting over the jet lag, and I just couldn't sleep any longer, even though I went to sleep at around like 11. And I went for a run, ran 10 miles up into the woods, Caldwell Forest something preserve, and it was quite beautiful. The sun was rising. This was a familiar route. That's the moon. No. Yes, that's the moon. It's the full moon. It's the blue moon, which is very unique at this time. And basically, I used to go there running all the time, and I really felt like this piece of woods was like a refuge and like a beautiful place. And I would go running and riding a bike there when I was like in college and in high school. And it felt really good to be there. It felt really good to be in America and Chicago, and like just running through like northwest side, like Milwaukee Avenue. Like it's such a trip seeing like the stark difference between this kind of landscape and the one that I've been living in the last 5 months of Southeast Asia. Things are more like logical, like we are abstracted. We live in like abstracted world, almost like on a colony on another planet, so far off from the earth and nature and like our ancestors, I guess. What else? So then I got back, had some coffee, did some work for like 2 hours, had some breakfast, talked with my aunt who came from Poland, and she lives on a village, and it's her first time here, and we just had some good conversations, like, I don't know, about her plans she's only here for less than a week. I talked with my dad. I did some work, planned my day, knocked off some items off the to-do list. And then I took Took a walk to the Blue Line station right there. Got a coffee at the Watson's or Wilson's. I think it's. Oh, I love that cafe. It's so cool. I used to live by there, right by the Jefferson Park Blue Line station, and go there on like Saturday mornings and have an Americano or a latte and like code and like not feel good because coffee kind of like didn't really help me code better, but it was cool. It was cool. Sometimes I would journal and it was quite beautiful. I would just think about how to be a good coder and like think about Alan Watts and the artist's way and read some books, and it's good times. Maybe have like be like heartbroken about some girl. So then I took the Blue Line train to Merchandise Mart 1871, and I co-worked with a buddy I made met the night before at the Meet React meetup, and worked on my startup. I had a meeting for one of the projects I'm contributing to. Then I had like the build space kind of lab or lecture that I listened to or watched. And I worked on my app, my startup, which I'm pretty excited about. It feels really good to be like working on something that you really care about and you love, and you feel like, yeah, I want to do this. And like, I feel like right now it's like, before I was more about thinking about like, what do I need to prepare? Like what skills I need. Now it's like, in order to launch a product or create something meaningful or impactful. And now I'm like, okay, I think I'm maxed out that time, the time of acquiring all the skill sets and all the experience and preparation. And now it's like, time has come to get all you have gathered, get all your things, all your skill sets, put them in a bag and take off and sink or swim. But actually it's more like, oh, you already know how to swim. So it's more about like, find out what you like. So now the job is like, find out where you want to spend your time, your precious time on this earth, right? So then I worked on until like 5:30, and it felt good, and it was good, and it was productive, and it was pretty good. And then I was really jet lagged, and I was like having a difficult time like staying awake. And so then I took the purple line up to Diversity and got out, and I was like pretty hungry. So I saw this Thai place, and across the street there was like a Potbelly and like a Qdoba, and I was like, no, I don't want to try that. So I got like a cow soy. It's all right. So then I went to the meetup, the networking event, and it was like at a place called Tapster on Diversity Avenue, and yeah, it was pretty cool. I was there for like an hour and a half, and I just like hung out and like browsed, like I just like mingled, and like it was pretty cool. Like I enjoy talking with. It's like I don't really have like a set agenda, but like I felt like I was like able to contribute to the community and like help people, like guide them, answer the questions. Like a lot of people there were like trying to break into tech, and they just like started learning any code, or they just got out of the coding boot camp and they're like, okay, I need to network. And so I shared like my stories and then asked them questions and like shared like what my experience has been, what my advice is, and like shared some like insights, and I felt like it was really appreciated. So that felt good. Like I'm like contributing and making people's lives better and days better. And then I took the bus and then the train. Now here I am, gonna go back home and maybe do a little bit of more work, maybe an hour or so, maybe do some reading. I did some reading on the train of getting up to speed on some competitors and related products to what I'm working on, like SiteGPT and like their architecture and their tech stack and their story and their positioning and their marketing, and it's pretty awesome stuff. So feeling good, excited, interested. Gonna head out now.